2023, sat on a team supporting 8 mid-market sales reps and had the great fortune of supporting a mid-market sales leader who happened to become one of the greatest mentors of all time for me. 2 years as a sales admin, I learned what it took to build the infrastructure for a high-performing sales team. I understood how salespeople operate, how they work. And salespeople are very strange human beings, and they need a lot of extra love and attention. And some of them are motivated differently. Some of them show up and behave differently, people. And I saw my mentor, my manager, build the #1 team in the country. And it wasn't accidental. He was purposeful every single day. And I noticed that he always focused on infrastructure. We had high-performing systems and processes. I also watched him from his hiring strategy, what it takes to find high-performing salespeople. And not every salesperson is the right fit for every type of sales role. How often do we find a mismatch that people are brought in that better serve clients ongoing, but they're in a hunter's role and they don't like prospecting? And lastly, he drove profitable revenue growth because he was in the field with this team all the time. And he didn't hold back, and he was brilliant in the coaching conversation. He was integrated with the team, he led by example, and it was a phenomenal 2 years. And I studied underneath him, and I said, I need to get into this thing called saying, this is the worst mistake that you have ever made in your career, putting her in sales. You cannot put a 24-year-old in front of a CEO. And it absolutely crushed me. And that became my motivation. All right, watch me. How many CEOs can I get in front of this week? Let's have the conversation and see what I can really do. And I learned every feature, functionality, benefit, advantage. I learned about the competition. So I show up back into the office. It's my first day to go sell something, and I'm staring at the phone. What do I say? Holy cow, right? I'm sweating, I'm panicking, I can't do this. 2 years as an administrative professional, I then at that moment realized it was a lot easier to hide behind a desk than to do this out front. So I go back into that manager's office and I say, how do I do this? Help me. I don't have the confidence. I don't know what to say to these people. I don't want to sound like I'm selling them something. And so he told me at that moment, here's how I'm going to have you overcome this fear. I want you to call 10 of our existing customers. Well, fast forward, it took 30 days. I became the #1 rep in my division, and I withheld that through my tenure. I sold millions in revenue. My first year in sales, I sold more than #2 and 3 combined. They called me an anomaly.
Some people are born to do certain things, I'm born to rebuild.
Look at the behavioral quotient. Salespeople are a very different breed. They're tough to manage. They're very expensive for a company.
We found a lot of success with scripting out all possible questions that they should be asking on the sales meeting. Also,
to tell them what your commitment is to them and let them know that we're here to make this a better environment where people can succeed, make more money, get better recognition, have higher sales. But I need you to do that. I need all of you to be able to do that.
question phase, sales reps, especially high-performance sales reps, they want the equation to success. Tell me what.
To deliver the price and sit there, and it's a game of leverage. And you hold that, and it's in your confidence in what you're delivering to them. And when they come back to you and they ask for a better price, you'd be willing to walk away from that deal.
Great EQ, meaning you know when to pivot. You can read people.
People want to know what's in it for me. Why are you interrupting me? Why are you wasting my time? And how can you help me? If you can provide me one little nugget of value, I might be interested in having a conversation. So let me make a visual here. Think about what I like to call the prospect sidewalk. This is their sidewalk, and this is your sidewalk where you sell. And at the end of your sidewalk is the amazing sales outcome. That's where you get the money. If they're on their own sidewalk and you don't speak their language, do you know what happens? It's like you're screaming and interrupting and yelling at them, throwing rocks and sticks. Hey you, hey you, hey you, hey over there, hey look at me, hey I want to tell you, hey, I want to let you know what I do for a living, hey I want to tell you about my products and services, hey I want to show you this over here, I want you to see how pretty it is, hey I want to talk to you. And they're on there and like, oh my gosh, stop talking to me, who are you? I'm not interested, no thank you, stop sending me Facebook invites to your group, like I don't want to be a part of it. The prospect, you never welcomed them into the conversation. Excuse me, do they have a problem that you can solve? Can you walk out of that discovery and articulate and explain
why they would do business with you, specific to you, not your industry, not companies like you. You specifically, what do you bring to the table that solves their problem? What problem are you solving? Number 2 is understanding how much that problem is costing them and what your quantifiable ROI is. Money creates emotion within people. And when you're at that closing table and they're concerned about price, they will be when you help them do the math and you do the math with them and they understand what the problem is costing them today.